Zoom.
Kumusta?
Yeah, pumunta talaga ako dito sa GSIS branch. It's been a while, PGM, and I'm glad to meet again Ma'am Cecil and the team. You know?
Sige, bibigyan na tayo siguro para maraming mga...
Yeah.
Start na tayo. Si Ma'am...
Pwede. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, good morning, everyone. I guess we have to start the program proper.
Oh.
Maayong buntag, assalamualaikum. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is a beautiful morning and we welcome all of you to our GSIS CDO, Malaybalay and Iligan Branch Office Stakeholders Dialogue 2020. I am Crystal Raro of GSIS CDO, your host for today. Thank you for accepting our invitation for today's dialogue. This dialogue aims to provide updates on the initiatives undertaken
Lord of the Ring.
Today, we are privileged to have with us one of the members of the GSIS Board of Trustees, Trustee Carlo Antonio B. Almirante, and top executives of GSIS, headed by our President and General Manager, Mr. Rolando Ledesma Makasayan. Definitely, we are in for a very informative and enlightening session in the next 2 to 3 hours. At this point, let us begin our time together with a prayer. My colleagues, Alex Di Mapuro, will lead us with a Muslim prayer and Al Suarez with a Christian prayer. May I request everyone, wherever you are right now, to please stand as we invoke God's presence in our midst. After the prayer, may I request everyone to remain standing for the singing of our national anthem. Let us put ourselves in the presence of our Lord.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim. Ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen.
Bayang magiliw, pelas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisiil. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simuyan, sa langit mong magaw, manilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagdinigin, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng walhati pagsinta, buhay ang langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may aapi, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Thank you, everyone. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, today's stakeholders dialogue is being conducted inclusive of GSIS branches in Region 10, which are GSIS Cagayan de Oro, Iligan, and Malaybalay branch offices. Let us get to know these GSIS branches by taking a virtual tour from Iligan to Malaybalay and Cagayan de Oro. Let's watch this. And ladies and gentlemen, that was it, our GSIS branches under Region 10. We now move on to the acknowledgement of the presence of our participants today. For the information of everyone, we are now 281 participants in this Zoom meeting. To formally acknowledge our distinguished guests and participants, may I now call the branch manager of Malaybalay Branch Office, Manager Sonia Gutierrez, branch manager of Iligan Branch Office, Manager Alexis Sarumpak, and branch manager of Cagayan de Oro Branch Office, Manager Maria Cecilia Vega. Managers?
Hello po. Mandagway haal daw ta inyo alan. Maayad ha pag-uma, dinitabanwa ta Bukidnon. I am proud to announce that we are almost perfect from the 62 remitting agencies of Malaybalay Branch Office. We would like to acknowledge the 3 division offices of DepEd, the 4 national high schools, the 29 agencies, our state colleges, the 2 state colleges, our 20 GSIS, and also in attendance live by our Facebook page are our active members and pensioners. And also, you would like to acknowledge, kapapasok lang po na mensahe galing sa aking mga kasama, we have acknowledged Attorney Jose Joel Durumal, the Mayor of LGU Maramag, Director Elcid Castillo of TESDA, Valencia National High School Principal Dr. Ramilito Paloma, nakita ko po siya kanina, Dr. Helen Ibanez, BNSHI Principal Dr. Veronica Pulig, Manolo Fortich National High School Principal, Manager Helen Tubeo, LBP Aglayan, Manager, Manager Herbert Wizon, LBP Manolo Fortich, Manager Fernando Urot, LBP Valencia, Manager of Kibaway Water District, Mr. Israel Beleno, Manager of Local Water District of Maramag, Madam Rosemary Agustin, NFA Bukidnon, Manager Leo Damole, and Engineer Alberto Antonio of the National Power Corporation. Unta, makikubad kamo sa amo, hangtod sa mahuman ang among programa karon. Nyawawi, haalan, please keep safe. Good morning.
For Iligan Branch Office, let us acknowledge the presence of the heads of offices, their representatives, as well as the agency authorized officers of agencies in the cities of Iligan and Marawi and the 2 Danao provinces. Thank you, sirs and madams, for taking time out of your busy schedules. Also in attendance are our pensioners, mga pinalangga namin ng mga pensioners headed by Sir Augusto Cernol. Thank you, sir, for joining. Morning.
In this stakeholder Zoom forum, we are very pleased to take cognizance of the presence of representatives from the partner agencies under the ambit of GSIS Cagayan program. We are honored to acknowledge the city municipal administrative officers of 16 DepEd offices in the region 10, 11 government financial institutions, 23 government-owned and controlled corporations, 31 local government units, and 73 national government agencies. We are deeply privileged to especially acknowledge the attendance to this meeting of several heads of offices. Anthony Pacamalan, Principal of the Opol National Secondary Technical School, Maria Celeste Gabukayan, Provincial Manager, National Food Authority, Provincial Office, Robert R. Hermano, Regional Director, National Food Authority, Region 10, Datu Masiding Alonto Jr., Regional Vice President of the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation, Region 10, the City Administrator, City Government of Cagayan de Oro City, the Honorable Emmanuel S. Mugot, Municipal Mayor, LGU Hitago, Misamis Oriental, the Honorable Leonardo L. Uy Jr., Municipal Mayor, LGU Libertad Misamis Oriental, the Honorable Antonio Baculio, Municipal Mayor, LGU Manticao Misamis Oriental, the Honorable Maximino Seno, Municipal Mayor, LGU Opol Misamis Oriental, Honorable Mildred Mondigo, Municipal Mayor, LGU Subbongkogon, Misamis Oriental, Bienvenido Esmeralda Jr., Regional Director of the Bureau of Treasury, Region 10, John Simborio, Provincial Director of TESDA, Camiguin Provincial Office, Maria Verhel B. Walad, Agency Head of the Regional Tripartite Wage Board, Region 10, Geoffrey Suyao, Regional Director of the Department of Labor and Employment, Region 10, and last but not the least is Felisa N. Orongan, Regional Director of the Maritime Industry Authority, Region 10. Thank you all for being with us this morning. Also with us this morning are our top GSIS executives, headed by our President and General Manager and Vice Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Rolando Ledesma Macasayet, Trustee Attorney Carlo Antonio B. Almirante, Executive Vice President for Core Business Sector, Attorney Nora M. Malubay, Senior Vice President for Visayas and Mindanao Groups, Attorney Jason C. Teng, Vice President for Mindanao Area, Vilma L. Fuentes, Vice President for Corporate Affairs Technical Support of the Office of the President and General Manager, Melissa Espanyo, and Ms. Lynette Abaro.
Thank you very much, managers. And now, to welcome and inspire all of us today is a gentleman with a solid background in the academe and legal services, a GSIS trustee representing the legal sector, and the chairperson of the GSIS Legal Oversight Committee. Hailing from the city of Golden Friendship, our very own Cagayanon, Trustee Attorney Carlo Antonio B. Almirante.
Where is that?
Dili mo yung si Ma'am Ange. Tatlong taas sila.
Good morning. Problem. Okay. Start my video.
Okay, natas.
There.
Okay, natas.
Good morning.
Good morning, Trustee.
Good morning, Ma'am Vilma. Sorry, there was a problem with the system here. So, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everyone. Allow me to use the vernacular para sa atong mga kauban nga mga kakabisayaan diri sa Cagayan de Oro, Northern Mindanao sector. I am sure EVP Nora will understand, PGM also will understand. They are proud Bisaya also. And so, una sa tanan, akong dakong pasalamat sa inyong pag-imbita sa ako as inspirational speaker and welcome address here sa tuwang Northern Mindanao cluster for stakeholders dialogue. I've heard that there were successful dialogues prior to this one, but I'm very proud to say that I am from Cagayan de Oro and I am happy to be here with you. And I would like to greet also our beloved President, General Manager, Sir Rolly Makasait, EVP Nora, and,
morning po, Trustee. Morning.
VP Vilma. Thank you, VP Vilma, for coordinating with me for the past few weeks and giving me points to so I could better talk before here in our with our stakeholders. To all the mayors and government officials with us here, mayong buntag. Pasensya kayo, it started wrong with the video, but with all of you here, I'm sure that, and with the leadership of our chairman, Chief Justice, former Chief Justice Bersamin, Lucas Bersamin, and our very own Rolando Makasay, President Chairman. I am very hopeful and looking forward, together with the team of our very able EVPs and VPs, na maayo ang atong kaugmaon sa GSIS. Especially now that I've just been informed na our very own Cagayan de Oro is #1 nationwide for the computer loan. And I would like to commend our manager who's with me now in the GSIS office here in Cagayan de Oro and in her team. Congratulations, ma'am. And the other branches also will follow.
Thank you, Trustee.
I am just very, I just like to point out that they've been asking about me na I'm from Cagayan de Oro. So I'm just surprised that even before I was trustee of Cagayan de Oro, just a wall that divides this building and the other building is where I joined board meetings with the other company, and I'm just so happy that walang ang diferensya ani diya sa RNP na Pelays na compound and this GSIS. So maybe I'm really destined to be here. And besides, I would also like to thank President Duterte for giving me the opportunity to join this very prestigious group of professionals, the GSIS team, again, led by our beloved PGM, Rolando Makasait. You only know the background of this guy. I am so proud to be working with this guy. And that's why kami sa Board of Trustees, rest assured that we are always looking towards the best for our members and the stakeholders, together with our EVPs, EVP Nora, EVP June, VP Vilma, and the management team. Again, thank you for giving me time and opportunity to be with you at this very pandemic time, and hope we can move on with the new norm. And I trust that we can overcome all these challenges. Even the numbers and the active members that we have now, and the devotion of our management team to give the best public service among all other GOCCs and among all other government agencies. I am so proud to be with this team. And to the stakeholders, rest assured, you are all in good hands. So thank you and good morning.
Thank you, Trustee Almirante, for your welcome message. We are truly inspired to serve our members here in the GSIS. And now, woman of character, driven, a driver of leaders in GSIS in pursuit of excellence, graduated as magna cum laude, a CPA, a lawyer, and one of GSIS pillar of strength. Ladies and gentlemen, may I call on our Executive Vice President for Core Business Sector, Attorney Nora, the Superstar, M. Malubay, to introduce our guest speaker for today.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Thank you. Tama yung pangalan ko, kompleto. It is now Malubay. Salamat. I will be introducing our guest speaker, ladies and gentlemen. Our guest speaker was elected chairman of the Board of Trustees of the GSIS on June 28, 2018. On July 4, 2019, he was designated by the President of the Philippines, our beloved President, Rodrigo Roa Duterte, as concurrent chairman of the board and at the same time acting president and general manager of the state-owned pension fund, your GSIS. He is a director of the Philippine Stock Exchange. He has extensive experience in the fields of banking, financial services, and corporate governance, both in the Philippines and abroad. Prior to his stint in GSIS, he served as director of the Asian Infrastructure and Investment Bank in Beijing, China. He was also vice president and general manager of the Philippine National Bank, or the PNB, in Los Angeles, California, and eventually as regional vice president of PNB for the entire ASEAN region. In the field of corporate governance, ladies and gentlemen, our speaker served as chairman and board of director, president, and CEO of various corporations in the Philippines, both in public and private sector. He served as board director in private business enterprises, such as the San Miguel Food and Beverage Corporation, the Bank of Commerce, BCI Bank, and other private infrastructure and development corporation. He also headed a number of government-owned and controlled corporations, GOCCs, in the country, such as the Philippine National Construction Corporation, or the PNCC, the Skyway Corporation, and the Philippine Postal Savings Bank, now the Overseas Filipino Bank, as the president and vice chairman. He holds a degree in business economics, cum laude po siya, and a master's degree in business administrations. Nasa honors program po ang ating PGM from the University of the Philippines. He likewise completed executive program on finance in Columbia University in New York, and the diploma program on management development of the Harvard Business School in Boston. Our speaker completed his elementary and high school education at Ateneo de Zamboanga, graduating with top honors as class valedictorian. Ladies and gentlemen, the President and General Manager of GSIS, Honorable Rolando Ledesma Makasait.
Bayong buntag. Thank you very much, EVP Nora, for the very, very kind introduction. Pero alam nyo po, hindi nyo alam, si Ma'am Nora po ay magna cum laude po. Kaya pinagmamalaki niya po yung cum laude ko kasi siya po ay magna cum laude po at CPA lawyer po, si Ma'am Nora. Thank you again, Ma'am Nora. Bayong buntag sa mga tiga Mindanao. Alam nyo po, ako ay tiga Mindanao, kaya mahal na mahal ko po ang Mindanao nung sinabi sa akin na magkaano tayo. Sabi ko, basta Mindanao, nandyan ako. Gusto ko po muna magpasalamat sa aming pinakabatang trustee, si Attorney Carlo Antonio Ago Almirante. Ako ay isang top-notch lawyer din ng College of Law dyan sa Cagayan de Oro. Alam niyo po, si Atty. Ago po ang pinakabata at sunod sa akin po pinakagwapo. Of course, our Executive Vice President po, who I respect so much, si EVP Nora.
Okay na ba?
Our SVP, si Sir Jason Teng, who handles the Visayas Mindanao operations po. Pero Ma'am Nora, si SVP Jason, talo tayo. Kung ako cum laude, ikaw magna cum laude. Si SVP Jason po ay CPA lawyer, summa cum laude po. Kaya nahihiya po ako, kasama ko po lahat mga yan at trustee ako, no? Mga kasama ko ay talagang magagaling. At si VP Vilma Fuentes, ang head ng Mindanao. At ito po si VP Vilma ay candidate din yata po for a PhD, for a doctorate degree. Kaya po talagang kailangan ho, I have to do my best because the people who are with me are really magaling po. Magagaling talaga po sila. Marami pa pong ibang executives dyan, pero i-acknowledge ko rin po ang ating mga hardworking managers. Cagayan de Oro branch manager po, si Maria Cecilia Vega, si Mr. Alexis Arumpak po ng Iligan branch at si Ma'am Sonia Gutierrez ng Malaybalay branch. Sayang po, may COVID, kundi iikot ako dyan. I want to go to Malaybalay. Alam mo, I have a first cousin there who's a priest. He's a Jesuit priest in Malaybalay. At saka, Ma'am Sonia, alam niyo ba po, nung nag-asawa ako, 30 plus years ago, ang gumawa ng gown ng asawa ko is si isang couturier ho siya na naging pare na ngayon dyan. Ayos sa very sikat po noong panahon niya si
Gang Gomez po.
Gang Gomez po. Opo. Is he still okay? He's still there. Diyan pa ho siya sa Malaybalay, Ma'am Sonia.
Wala, sir. Kung nandyan pa siya.
Okay. Gusto ko rin po batiin ang masisipag at dedikadong staff ho ng 3 branches natin dyan. So of course, Cagayan, Iligan, and Bukidnon. Kumusta ba kayo dyan? Okay ba kayo lahat? Okay lang kayo?
Yes,
and
okay
of course,
na okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
I would like to thank all the pensioners and government workers. Naintindihan ko rin po, may mga mayors tayong kasama, mga honorable mayors dyan po sa mga municipality. Ang pamilya ko po, ang pamilya ng asawa ko po, politiko sila. Kaya nasa politika, kaya salamat din po na naandyan po kayo nag-attend sa amin. Thank you for taking your time off from your very busy schedules and joining our online stakeholders dialogue. Alam niyo po, excited kayo lahat marinig ang aming mga programa na handog ng GSIS sa inyo. Pagkatapos ko po magsalita, ang aming pinakamaganda, pinakabata at pinakamatalino ng Vice President, si Vilma po Fuentes, will present in greater detail lahat ng mga loan programs na ito.
Yeah, the star of all seasons, Vilma.
The star of all seasons po. Kasama ko po yan parati si Ma'am Vilma. But before I turn over the mic or the screen to the Vice President Vilma, let me just assure our pensioners and government personnel who are present here today, we in GSIS, talaga ho, we are doing our best ho. Sana po, kung may mga reklamo kayo, kung may mga, huwag na lang ho natin kasama tawag ng reklamo, mga concerns po kayo at normal naman po, nagkaka-concerns, sana po ma-address namin sa stakeholders dialogue na ito. Ginagawa namin ho lahat para mapadali at mapabilis. Gusto po namin na ginhawa kayo lahat. Ginhawa ang buhay ninyo. Aside from making processes fast and convenient, we also want to provide our members and pensioners access to cheap credit. Ito po mga initiatives po na ginawa namin. Mga initiatives po to nila Ma'am Nora, nila Sir Jason, nila VP Vilma at saka mga ibang executives. Ito po ang multi-purpose loan namin, ang computer loan at mga educational loan. Pag-uusapan ho yan ngayon, At kung may mga tanong po kayo, lahat po masasagot yan in real time. Maniwala kayo, in real time nila lahat. No? Our Vice President Vilma will discuss these details. At ito naman ho ang may pangako ko sa inyo na kung i-compare nyo po ang mga payment terms, interest, lahat po, ang GSIS po, ipupusta ko po na ang GSIS po pinakamura ang interest po. Aside from these loans, we are pursuing the digital transformation of GSIS. Good news po para sa lahat ng pensioners, online na rin ho ang appear natin. Hindi nyo na po kailangan pumunta sa branch para mag-appear. Mag-appear po kayo sa pamamagitan ng online chat. Pwede na ho yan sa Facebook, sa Zoom. Kaya lang ho, pag-aaralan nyo yan ng konti. At totoo, hindi rin ako marunong hanggang tinuruan ho ako ng EVP Nora. Kaya ngayon po, marunong na ako mag-appear. Pag-retire ko po at malapit na ako mag-retire, marunong na po ako mag-appear. Last October, last month lang ho, nilaunch din ho namin yung GSIS Touch. Ito po ay another sa cellphone na lang ninyo, pwede nyo na hong i-access yung inyong mga data tungkol sa contributions at mga sa loans ng GSIS. And the other day lang po, sa tulong po ni Trustee Ago, at siya po talaga nag-push nito. Tatanggap na po ang GSIS ng payment sa Bayad Center. Sa marami ang Bayad Center ho, initiative din po to nila Ma'am Nora, nila SVP Jason, nila VP Vilma. Talagang may mga programa po sila at sinuportahan ng Board of Trustees at tinulungan po talaga ni Trustee Ago, no? Tiga Cagayan de Oro siya, kaya sabi niya importante to para sa atin sa Mindanao. So to close po, I want to say that all these programs and reforms are doing to make GSIS more accessible and responsive to your needs. Batid po namin na medyo po aminin namin na medyo mahirap at ang buhay ngayon because of the pandemic. At makakaasa po kayo na nandito lang po kami para maghatid ng ginhawa at umalalay sa inyo. But before I turn it over again to Vilma, lang sana ako request. Nakita ko EVP Nora, yung mga branches, no? Cagayan de Oro, Malaybalay. Pwede ba i-budget mo kaagad dyan, Nora? Ipa-renovate mo nga yan para gumanda yung, para pagpunta nila, parang lumang-luma na, Nora, EVP Nora?
Opo. Nasa task force po. Our task force on property development will handle that.
Para, I'm sure, para naman palitan yung mga furniture, mga aircon para malamig. Alam niyo, this is the best time to renovate the branches kasi naka-skeleton workforce tayo and until I'm sure next year kahit may vaccine I'm sure hindi pa rin tayo magiging 100% doon sa opisina. So best time talaga. Ang luma na ng mga branches, alam mo pag may vaccine na, iikot ako dyan at siguro simulan na natin mga March or April yung renovation.
Yes, sir.
Unahan niya yung tatlong branches na yan at magagalit si Sir Ago sa akin pagka hindi natin unahan ng Cagayan. Sir Ago, ipakipush naman po yan, Sir Ago, ha? Sir Ago? Anyway,
PGM, no problem.
Ayusin natin, Sir Ago. Pagandahin natin yung branch. Linisin natin talagang para yung mga tiga Mindanao masanay sa magandang opisina rin. Ha? Again po, maraming salamat po at nakikinig lang po ako. I-off ko lang yung video ko po kasi medyo pero I'll have to leave in a while kasi po may ibang mga meetings lang po ako at sigurado po ako you will be able to all our executives there will be able to address the issues. And I promise you, next year, naandyan ako sa Cagayan de Oro, pupunta ako sa Malaybalay, at iikutin ko yan hanggang Iligan. Alam nyo, sanay ako dyan eh. Tuwing kampanya, pumupunta ako sa Cagayan de Oro, sa Iligan at Malaybalay. Gusto ko bisitahin lahat ulit yan. Makikita ko po kayo personal. Again, have a fun day and a very informative day as well. Take care and happy weekend. Thank you. Salamat po.
Daghang salamat, PGM, for your heartwarming message. Rest assured, stakeholders, that your GSIS is in good hands. And now, if the superstar Nora is in our midst, the star for all season, Vilma, is also here with us to present to you updates and reports that have been instituted for the benefit of the GSIS members. May I give the floor to our Vice President for Mindanao Operations, who's known to have an undisputed advocacy for excellent customer service and hailed by the Institute of Solidarity of Asia as ultimate governance warrior. Please welcome VP Vilma Fuentes.
Mayong buntag ninyong tanan sa mga taga-Cagayan, Iligan, and Bukidnon. Good morning to our executives. Thank you for taking time. And of course, our head of agencies who are there virtually present. Maayong buntag ninyong tanan. I hope you will stay until the end of our session today. And na-mention na po kanina earlier ni PGM ang ating mga new programs. Ito po sila, yung new GSIS Ginhawa programs. Ang nakikita niyo po dyan na GFAL, ang ibig sabihin nun, hindi lang po yan GSIS Financial Assistance Loan, but it's Ginhawa for all. We're trying to rebrand po. So kaya GFAL po nakikita ninyo is Ginhawa for all. So the Ginhawa programs, the Ginhawa COVID programs, continuing Ginhawa programs, and 2019 GSIS Financial Standing, and latest Ginhawa Digital Service Innovations. So sit back and we will be giving you details of these programs today. Now, simulan natin sa multipurpose loan. Alam ko na marami na po sa inyo ang nag-avail ng ating multipurpose loan. Ito po ay replacement ng ating consolidated loan. Enables the delinquent borrowers to restructure their due and demandable loan accounts regardless of loan type, except, of course, the housing loan. Ito po yung mga kinoconsolidate niyang mga loans: salary loan, restructured salary loan, enhanced, emergency, and so on. Marami po itong of course, basta due and demandable ng account ninyo, it will be consolidated. Advantage po nito because mawi-waive, especially kung mga dormant na po yung account ninyo. First availment ng MPL, just like before ng consol loan, waive po ang interest or penalty. Lalo yung mga matatagal na po na hindi nakakapagbayad ng loan, ito po yung chance na ma-restructure ang inyong loan accounts by availing our multipurpose loan. Nag-start na po tayo nito, and this has been deployed through our kiosk nationwide. Ito po yung coverage po natin. Of course, active and special GSIS members have paid at least 3 months of premiums. Pagkakaiba po nito sa konsulon, tatanungin ninyo. Ito, dati, pag konsulon, 20 months na premium contribution ang kailangan natin. This one, at least 3 months na lang na premium ang kailangan para makapag-avail ng loan. Of course, you must not be on leave of absence without pay, have no pending administrative or criminal case, have no arrears under GFAL or GSIS housing loan, and working in agencies with existing MOA with GSIS. Kung may MOA na po kayo sa GFAL, hindi niyo na po kailangan magpa-MOA under MPL. Ang tanong, magkano ba ang interest rate ng ating MPL? Po yun, 7% per annum, computed in advance for those with PPP of at least 3 years, and 8% per annum computed in advance for those with period with premium payment of less than 3 years. Loan term, syempre pag mas matagal ka na sa service, mas matagal din ang repayment period natin. Ito yon, from 3 years until 7 years. May pagkakaiba po yung permanent with term or tenure sa non-permanent with term or tenure. Ito yung may mga term or tenure, ito po sila yung mga elective, yung mga or coterminous po na positions. Loanable amount. as just like the term, habang patagal po kayo sa service, palaki po ang loanable amount natin from 1 times the basic monthly salary to 14 times your basic monthly salary. So magkaiba-iba po, depende po sa number of years you have been in the service or you have contributed to GSIS. Ang modes of application, alam niyo naman po na under the new normal, is not very easy for us to just go and walk in the GSIS office because we have to observe the health protocols set by our national government and local government, yung social distancing, to avoid COVID po. So, aside from the over-the-counter, meron po tayong drop boxes at all GSIS branch nationwide. Or you can email to your handling branch, and then you can apply through eGSIS Mo online application or via GWAPS. Kasi naka-deploy na ito, as I said earlier, naka-deploy na po ito sa GWAPS machine natin nationwide. Ang coverage, the second ginawa program natin is the educational loan. The coverage is our active members, including special members with total length of service of at least 15 years po. Magtatanong, bakit naman 15 years lang? Because this educational loan, medyo malaki-laking amount po ito at matagal-tagal din na ang payment period natin because the first 5 years sa availment period, wala pong babayaran ang ating mga nag-a-avail habang nag-aaral po yung scholars po ninyo. Beneficiaries po dito, maximum of 2 student beneficiaries related to the member borrower up to 3rd degree of consanguinity or affinity. Pwedeng anak, pwedeng pamangkin, or nieces or siblings. They must be enrolled in undergrad program in private or state college university with maximum study period of 5 years. So sabi ko nga earlier na ang ating repayment period po nito is after 5 years. Kaya 10-year loan program po ang ating educational loan. So kung 4-year course lang po ang inyong scholar, may 1 year siya na grace period, and after that, magbabayad na po siya ng for the next 5 years. Magkano maximum loanable amount? It's 100,000 pesos per annum. So kung ang tuition po ng anak ninyo ay nasa 75,000, of course 75,000 lang po yung ma-avail ninyo in a year. Pero kung halimbawa lang po ang tuition ng anak ninyo is 150,000, 100,000 lang po ang pwede namin mapa-avail since that is our maximum loanable amount. So in 4 years, or 5 years, kung nag-loan po kayo in 4 years or 5 years at 100,000 a year, so kung 5 year, that will be a total of 500,000 pesos. Okay. Ang interest rate natin po dito is 8% per annum, capitalized. And during the repayment period, interest is 8% per annum computed in advance with monthly interest computed based on diminishing balance. Siyempre, ang tanong, saan ba ninyo po ibabayad ang ating proceeds nito? Since ang intention po ng educational loan ay mapatapos natin ang inyong mga scholar, this will be payable directly to the educational institution for the account of the student beneficiary. Siyempre, ang kailangan po natin dito ay ang statement of account, school statement of account na kailangan yung isubmit as basis for the evaluation kung magkano ang i-grant natin na loan. The third ginawa loan program is the computer loan. Naiintindihan po ng ating pamahalaan, naiintindihan po ng gobyerno, at suportado po ang ating presidente ng GSIS na naiintindihan namin under the new normal ay kailangan ng mga computers ng ating pwedeng mga anak ninyo, pwedeng tayo mismo, because we are already transacting like this today. We're having a Zoom meeting at kailangan natin ng laptop, ng computer. So GSIS started already last month, a one-time loan to help active permanent members to purchase a computer-related connectivity requirements given the new normal of online or distance learning education formats or platforms. This is a 30,000 amount, 3 years to pay with 6% interest, and right now po, over the counter pa or through your AA ang pag-avail nito, but perhaps next year, this will also be implemented or deployed through our GWAPS machine. So, sa ngayon, ang ating mga nag-a-avail ng computer loan, pwede kayong mag-file through your AAO. Salamat pala sa ating mga AAO who are helping us. Binabatch file nila ang ating mga application for computer loan para po hindi na nahirapan ang ating mga empleyado sa government pumunta sa GSIS. And other ginhawa loan programs, of course, we granted before. Previously, we have from March, April, and May, and June ng loan moratorium. And this month, and November and December, another loan moratorium in compliance to the Bayanihan Act 2. And enhanced emergency loan is still ongoing. Mula nung nag-grant po tayo, nung nag-start ang COVID until now, hindi pa po natin yan nalilift. Still ongoing po ang granting natin. Sa loan moratorium, marami po tayong issues dito, I'm sure, later on. Marami kayong katanungan na sasabihin nyo, nag-loan moratorium kayo, bakit andun pa rin? Binabasa pa rin siya as arrearages. At ang lagi ko pong sinasabi dyan, okay, it might be an eyesore, pero hindi po kami naniningil ng penalty kahit binabasa o nakikita nyo sa arrearages, but we don't consider that as arrearages. Dahil ang loan moratorium po would mean an extension of your repayment. Kung halimbawa this December, dapat fully paid na yung loan ninyo. Nagdagdag po tayo ng 4 months plus 2 months for November and December, that would mean 6 months na extension ng inyong repayment term. For the COVID emergency loan, as I was discussing earlier, ongoing pa po ito, and it's now at 40. Kung naka-avail na po kayo dati, and then nung nag-re-avail kayo ay hindi na kayo abot ng 20,000, you will be entitled to the 40 because ang ating intention po dito na lahat ng government employees na mag-a-avail ay at least meron siyang net, mani-net na 20,000 pesos. Again, members with only 3 months of paid premiums prior to application date instead of 6 months may already apply. Then, under the new normal, we have the contactless filing of claims benefits. Pwede na po kayo mag-file through postal mail or delivery courier, drop boxes located in GSIS lobbies of branch offices nationwide. And pwede rin kayo mag-email, advance email ninyo para po ma-reconcile namin. You know, our processing time nito in compliance to anti-red tape, 11032, ease of doing business is 20 working days upon receipt of complete documents. So pag mag-email po kayo in advance, within 20 days siguro, we should be able to receive the original application. Bawa gusto nyo ma-reconcile na namin, ma-pre-process na namin, pwede nyo na pong i-email ang inyong application. And later on, or a day or two, padala nyo po via courier or ipadala nyo via your liaison officer because we will still be needing the original applications for all your claims benefits. Then additional ginhawa for pensioners. Recently, the previous months, we have been releasing in advance all pension, especially for the month of April and May. And then, instead of going to GSIS para po annual pensioners information revalidation, our beloved pensioners can now have their renewal of revalidation via Skype, Viber, FB Messenger. And then, alam nyo naman po na since March hanggang ngayon, wala po tayong suspension ng pension kahit hindi po kayo nakakapag-appear. Pero kung kayo po ay makakapagtawag sa amin via Viber or FB Messenger and our employees or staff out there, nagko-contact tracing sila. That is our version of contact tracing our pensioner. Dahil kahit po wala tayong suspension, but if you don't want to be inconvenient comes January of 2021, on your birth month, pwede pa rin po kayo mag-appear. You don't have to go to GSIS. You can avail of our online appear through Skype, Viber, and FB Messenger. The Bayanihan Fund for Frontliners, this is the latest po dahil naintindihan namin ang hirap po ng mga nabiktima ng COVID. So our government employees or pusokom to COVID, ang pamilya po nila ay may matatanggap na 500,000 or 500,000 on top of the 1 million na binibigay po ng national government. And this is also on top of the GSIS benefits that they will be receiving. Dito po sa cluster na to, sa Northern Mindanao, Iligan branch po ang meron tayong beneficiary, naka-receive na ng Bayanihan Fund for Frontliners. And other ginhawa loan programs, ang GFAL po ay ongoing ang pag-grant natin, and good news po dahil na-approve po ng board natin ang request ng operations for extension ng GFAL. So yung mga hindi pa po nakaka-avail, they still can avail hanggang December 2021. As usual, this is up to 500,000 pesos na pwede nyo ma-avail, 6% per annum computed in advance, and fixed at 6 years na repayment term. Ang GFAL po natin dati sa 1, payable to lending. Nung nag-GFAL 2 tayo, dagdagan natin ng top-up loan. So ibig sabihin, it's a mix of you will pay your lending institution and mayroon po kayong maninet na pwedeng sa inyo po ipapangalan ng checking, which is what we call the top-up loan. So ang latest po natin sa GFAL, dati-rate nagre-require po tayo ng last 3 months na payslip, but now we're only requiring 1 month from date of application. Your latest payslip from date of application. And then how? Paano po tayo magpa-file under the new normal? Ito pa naman, kailangan mag-fill it, kailangan na mag-attend ng virtual ng counseling. Paano po natin gagawin yon? Lahat po ay magagawa natin digitally or electronically or via virtual loan counseling na. Yung financial literacy po natin, there is an initiative ng ating branches dito sa Mindanao, lalo na sino ba nag-initiate dito? Tagum. Tsaka in collaboration with CCO, nasa Facebook page po ng ating mga branches ang Finlit na Digital Financial Literacy. Pwede na po kayo doon. But if you still want a live Finlit, pwede po kayo mag-request ng virtual or via Zoom Finlit. And then sa loan counseling, tatawagan lang po din kayo. Pwede rin kayo mag-request ng virtual loan counseling. Applications, pwede rin kayo mag-file online and via email or Dropbox. Or you still can file over the counter. Make sure lang po mag-appointment po tayo para hindi ma-observe po natin yung social distancing sa opisina po natin. Since naka-alternative work arrangement din po ang ating mga GSIS employees. Since nag-launch po tayo ng GFAL as of May 2018, ito na po yung nag-grant natin as of September 2020. Naka 96.67 billion na po tayo with 238,878 members. So again, this is extended up to next year ang GFAL granting po natin. And just report on our financial status ng GSIS, ang income po natin as of 2019, unaudited as of December 2019 is 96.47 billion. Ang assets po natin ay nasa 1.31 trillion and actuarial life is 23 years until 2041, and claims and benefits paid is 122,000.37. So yung mga members natin na mga retire, wag po kayo mag-worry. Very pa po tayo, 2041 po ang ating actual life hanggang. Anong mga latest ngayon under the new normal? Siyempre, hindi nagpapahuli ang GSIS when it comes to digital platforms. Innovations po, kung hindi pa po kayo nakapag-download, pwede niyo ma-search sa app ang ating GSIS Touch. So, nandun po yung sa GSIS Touch, makikita niyo po yung e-GSIS mo. Meron po tayo yung sa Motor Vehicle Claims Processing System na pinadali na po ng ating GI, Child Insurance Group natin. With collaboration of our IT group, pag kayo po ay mayroong aksidente sa daan at naka-cover sa GSIS, sa insurance, sa GSIS ang inyong sasakyan, you just have to access the MVCPS. That is via mobile app na pwede po kayo mag-report na para po kayo matulungan ng GSIS. Then, ito po, again, for the convenience of everyone, lalo yung may mga housing loan, so you will not go to the bank anymore to pay or to GSIS. We have the GHAP or GSIS Housing Loan Payment Program. More convenient, secure, and accessible. Kung may Union Bank app po kayo at online banking, you can pay through bank. And in compliance to RA 11032 or Ease of Doing Business, ang ating dating tarpaulin na Citizens Charter, pinalitan na po natin ng touchscreen na dubbed as GTAP or Guide to Transactions and Processes. Ito po ay ang GSIS ay naka-award ng Silver Trophy given by Stevie. This is an international award for the latest innovation in customer service. Sa lahat po ng branches natin nationwide, makikita niyo po itong touchscreen na GTAP. This is the house of our Citizens Charter. Nandun po lahat ang guide natin. And coming in 2021, the GSIS acceptance of direct payments for GSIS individual loans, ito po yung na-mention kanina ni PGM earlier, na ang nag-push po nito ay ang ating very own trustee attorney Ago Almirante. Siya po daw nag-push nito. Of course, ang proponent natin, yung taga-operations. So, pwede na po through our payment service providers, pwede na magbayad sa mga bayad centers. So, hindi na po kayo mamamasahe, susong sa traffic, pupunta sa GSIS or anywhere. Pag may bayad center, pwede na po kayo. This is coming in 2021. Para lang movie, coming soon. But I hope in January meron na nito. Marami na talagang nagtatanong, especially yung mga nasa abroad na gusto magbayad ng kanilang mga utang, yung mga inactive members natin who wants to pay their accounts but they have no time. This is the answer to their question. And finally, I concluded actually my presentation for today. Excited na po ako sa Q&A. Ito po ang gusto ni PGM na mas madaming oras ang ibibigay natin sa ating mga members para sa ating question and answer. So, for questions na ayaw nyo mag-live, you can simply type at the chat, sa chat po natin. Yung mga gusto naman mag-live, patik lang po ng raise hand para po ma-address namin yung mapa-live po namin kayo. So once again, mayong buntag ninyong tanan and sana we still have, it's just 10:33. We're until 12 for question and answer. Kit?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the floor is now open for the question and answer. May I call on also Al Suarez to check online if we have questions or are willing to participate?
Actually, ang pinakauna nila na question, Ms. Kiss, is can they have a copy of the presentation? Yun yung kanina kasi daghan kaayo manggod gi update si VP Vilma regarding the ginhawa programs of the GSIS. So they really want to have a copy of the presentation. I think they want to share this good news to all their co-employees kasi hindi naman sila lahat. Dili man sa sila tanan gud nag-attend ani nga session, no? So murag excited po sila ba nga i-share ang ato ang good news sa GSIS ngadto sa ilahang kauban dinha sa ilahang gipang trabahoan. So can we request
Of course, Al, we can share that presentation para sa ating mga ka-empleyado ng ating attendees today.
Wow, that's good to hear, VP, kasi ang iba manggod kay medyo hesitant man sila mag-share, no? But GSIS is really just very sharing, no? Regarding ani ato mga updates. Now, ma'am, we also have a question po. Until next year pa po ba yung GFAL 2? For clarification lang. Kasi yung kanina naka-post is until December 2020.
Ay, sorry, hindi yun na-update na slide. Pasensya na po. Yes, sinabi ko kanina na extended po yung GFAL 1, 2, and top-up until December 2021. Narinig ko po yun very recently lang na in-approve po yata ng board. However, we haven't hindi pa tayo nagpe-press release on that. But it's just an advance information. So.
Okay, that question actually came from the Agency Authorized Officer of LTFRB Region 10, Mr. Basher B. Faisa. So there you go, sir. The answer is till next year po. Extended po ang ating GFA. So that's good news to everyone. Ma'am, we also have another question. Actually, hindi siya question but a concern, no? Parang mas maganda daw sana na as soon as possible, ma-integrate na ang computer loan. This is from CGO Iligan, Mr. Bebot Barene. Siya? Ano ba to? Yun.
Our IT group is working so hard na maano natin malagay, integrate ang pag-intindi ko dyan, ay dapat nasa kiosk na. Yan ba yung ibig sabihin nila? Oo, parang gano'n, ano? Working hard naman po yung ating IT group para mapaaga-aga po ang pag-deploy sa kiosk. May nabasa ako, baka lang makalimutan. Mayroon daw ba enhanced MPL na hindi na daw kinakaltas ang emergency loan?
Ayun.
You know, sa totoo lang po, approved na rin ng board na ang emergency loan na yung current emergency loan ay hindi na po ibawas doon sa MPL. Kaya lang po, hindi pa inaayos, ongoing pa po ang ating program ng IT. It's a work in progress pa po.
Okay, so for those who have the same question regarding doon sa pag-consolidate ng emergency loan, ang sagot po doon is hindi na po ikakaltas yung emergency loan isasali dun sa pag-consolidate para maging MPL. Okay? So maraming salamat po sa inyong tanong na yan. And then ma'am, we also have from the LGU Sumilaw from Bukidnon. Bakit po casual employees hindi covered ng computer loan? They also need po the computer loan.
Ano yun? I'll nakat ka for one moment. Ano yun?
Bakit po daw ba hindi ka covered ng computer loan ang mga casual employees? This refers to casual employees po, VP, regarding eligibility requirements.
Yes, because sa approved PPG po natin, only permanent employees ang qualified po mag-avail ng ating computer loan. Nasa policy po natin. Nasa policy natin yan.
Okay. So, based on the policy and procedural guidelines po ng computer loan, permanent employees po. Okay.
Yes, permanent employees only. Well, hindi lang natin alam kung mayroong mga pagbabago in the future later. Let's just be hopeful pa rin. But sa ngayon, yan ang policy natin, only permanent employees.
Ma'am, ito ma'am. From Municipality of Laguindingan, where the Cagayan de Oro Airport is located, no? This is from Miss Iris Hagos Ragmak. Meron po ba tayong scholarship sa GSIS? Kasi ang mention mo yata kanina ma'am is educational loan. About GSIS scholarship?
Parang yung GSIS scholarship natin, pinalitan na yan, Al, di ba? Mayroon tayong parang instead of yung traditional natin na namimili tayo with lowest salary, mayroon tayong ano yun? Ano nga yung kalimutan?
Educational subsidy program po.
Yeah, educational subsidy program. Yan po ang ipinalit natin sa scholarship, which is how much, Alejandro?
It's 10,000 po and we're giving it away to parang 10,000 din ng
10,000 para sa mga qualified. Nagtataka nga ako kung konti-konti lang nag-a-apply niyan eh. Baka hindi lang nila alam, but it's in our website. Matagal na po namin ina-advertise yung educational subsidy program. Sana po ay kung may mga qualified, don't hesitate to apply.
Yes po. Actually, this is being handled by our head office ma'am, but the branch offices are actually catering dun sa mga applications. Pwede tayong tumanggap ng mga mga applications. Siguro we can provide assistance to them pag mahirapan sila pag-apply.
Of course, lahat naman ng branch, mga taga-branches, talagang sa branch mag-a-apply yun. And then kayo ang po-coordinate sa ating home office partner.
Correct. Okay. So, sa iba na...
Pastor Al, we have one from LG Matika who wishes to share their question through audio.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning.
From LGU Mantikao. Ma'am, kanina lang may query regarding sa availment sa GFAL 2 ba? Naman ko yung empleyado na mga mag-avail siya GFAL 2. And then, di ba naman tayo linding institution dapat ipakita? And then, ang iyang kong concern is, ang iyang outstanding balance sa katong lending is 2.5 lang kaning nag-worry siya kung ma-grant ba gud gyapon iyang loan kung inana lang yung ipa-buy out nga kuan utang.
2,500 lang yung
Yes,
kanyang
ma'am.
utang.
Yung balance na lang.
Parang hindi naman siya ka-gifal na kasi masyadong maliit na amount na lang. Baka naman meron pa siyang other utang na gusto niyang isettle.
Yun lang kasi, ano kasi ma'am, gani, yung may nautangan siya pero di pa kasi registered sa CDA, kaning aming co-op ma'am, and then ikuan pa ma'am, gi-process pa siya ma'am, so kato lang yun ang institution yang na utangan.
So far kasi lahat ng mga pinaka-minimum na nag-avail ng GFAL 2 na may top up, masyado maliit ang 2.5. Ang pinaka-minimum na na-experience ko na mayroon is 30,000
okay.
na nag-avail. Yun.
Okay.
Oo. Pero yung 2.5 masyadong negligible na amount para baka mas malaki pa ang gastos niya sa pag-asikaso ng kanyang documents.
Oo nga po. Ayun lang po. Salamat po. Okay lang.
Okay. Sige. Any other question who wants to ask live?
Ma'am, we have another question from the chat. They're asking regarding the proof of receipt on the computer loan program from PPA. I think this refers to the reports that the AAOs need to submit with regards to the computer loan granted.
Yung proof of, yes, that's yung report na isasubmit dapat na AAO. Hindi naman ibig sabihin noon na kailangan talaga pag bumili ka, halimbawa nakabili na siya dati, yung tapos may resibo naman siya doon, pwede na siya mag-report na mayroon na ako. Baka mayroon pang peripherals na kailangan niyang bilhin, hindi naman niya kailangan na computer lang ang bibilhin, pero may peripherals na like itong mga headset na ginagamit mo sa computers, kasi nakabili na siya, pwede na niyang i-report yon sa AAO. The AAO need not require the receipts actually. Hindi na ninyong kinahanglan pa ngayon pa ang resibo sa kanila. Report lang kung ano ang kanilang nabili. Nakabili ba sila ng computer o ano kung mayroon na ba silang computer, because of course we have to pa rin natin yung intention natin ng computer loan. Pero marami akong mga kakilala na nag-avail, nakabili na sila, ni-report na lang sila, nakabili na sila before pa sila nag-avail ng loan, ni-report na lang nila sa kanilang AAO na okay, nakabili, meron na akong Lenovo ThinkPad. Ang binili ko na lang ay peripheral, mga headsets or ano pa bang kailangan mo na gadget na pwede mo magamit, lahat ng computer related. Hindi naman tayo ganun kaano sa proof of purchase.
Hindi ganun kasi.
Yeah, we're not that hindi tayo humingi ng resibo. Ako, advice ko rin sa AAO, you need not. Kung may magbigay, okay, importante lang na inform po kayo na bumili sila o may nabili na sila na computer.
Okay. Ma'am VP, meron pong question dito sa chat box from the Municipal Treasurer of MGO Pantao Ragat, Lano del Norte. Good day po. Gusto po namin mag-avail ng MPL pero di pa po kami nakapag-MOA sa GFAL. Thank you.
Kung wala pa silang MOA sa GFAL, kailangan nilang magkipag-MOA sa MPL. Kasi ang ating requirement natin ang MOA po. Baka gusto nilang mag-MOA ng GFAL, yun na lang ang MOA, dire-diretso na MPL. However, kung mag-MPL sila, hindi siya kasi reversible na pag nag-MPL, okay ka na sa GFAL, baka MPL lang sila okay. So mas maganda kung mag-MOA na lang sila sa GFAL para hagip na si MPL.
Okay. Thank you, VP. Ito, VP, regarding housing naman po ito. Naa pa ba'y gina-offer na housing loan ang GSIS? This is from NFA Lanao, AAO, Ms. Rosita M. Tabugo.
Sa ngayon, hindi tayo nag-o-offer ng housing pa sa ating mga, except lang yung mga bumibili ng mga acquired assets natin. Yun po pwede. Pero yung talagang housing for construction, parang binigay na muna natin yan sa Pag-ibig Fund before. Pero yung mga bumibili lang ng mga acquired assets, yung mga na pinapabid natin, yun yung pwede natin. Pero wala tayong housing granting as of now.
Okay, so wala. Yun. Eto ma'am. Ito computer loan naman to ma'am. LGU Kauswagan. After ma-endorse yung computer loan application sa GSIS branch, ilang days o weeks bago ma-approve at may pasok sa members account yung pera. Salamat.
Okay, kung yung na-endorse na application ay meron na pong signed tentative computation, ang ating processing time po dyan is 7 working days. And after 7 working days po yan. Ang tanong mo kung kailan mapapasok ang pera, may 3 banking days kasi sa GSIS may 7 working days kami. 3 banking days po. Once na-credit po natin, may 3 banking days po ang bangko naman para mag-credit. But normally, mabilis lang. Actually, yung mga iba na nag-grant, within the day na nag-grant natin, hapon may credit na eh. Mabilis naman. Ang importante lang dyan, Al, na-receive na ng ating agency ang the GSIS, ang complete document na mayroon ng signed tentative computation to commence the processing time, which is 7 working days. And by the way, para lang po sa kaalaman ng ating mga stakeholders ngayon sa Northern Mindanao Cluster, pakigamit lang po ng Gmail account or ang inyong .gov.ph na account kasi medyo may problema po ang Yahoo. I don't know where, how, and why. Matagal hindi po namin natatanggap ang Yahoo. Meron akong isang complaint na nag-complain siya, matagal na raw niyang in-email. Pero when I checked, wala po tayong natanggap na email. Yung pala, it was a Yahoo account. So we would like to advise, since nagpa-update naman na, since July, nag-update na po ang ating membership department nito. I know MD Vismin has been proactively updating the contact information of our agencies. .gov.ph po gamitin ninyo or Gmail account ang gamitin dahil isa yan sa mga nagtatanong kung ilang days ba dahil kinakount nila mula nung nag-email sila. Remember na we still have a network in between us. Pwede pong hindi agad namin natanggap or baka po nagka-problema somewhere sa linya kaya hindi agad natanggap. Kung natanggap na physically ang application, that's when nagko-commence ang ating turnaround time sa processing time na 7 working days.
Okay. Ma'am, we have a comment here in the chat box. This is from the local government unit of Cagayan de Oro, HRMO nila, Ms. Mimsi Mayuman. Most likely, pag dating daw ng 2021, yung over-the-counter payment or payment for default or delayed payments will be implemented. This is indeed a good scheme. Yung sinabi mo kanina, ma'am, na by 2021 mag-implement tayo ng
Bayad
payment
center.
Yes. No, yun yung
Bayad
comment
center. Yes.
It's a
Thank
good
you for
scheme
that
daw.
comment. Oo.
Ayun,
Thank you
galing
for that. Para lang to give you convenience para hindi na po kayo pupunta sa GSIS o sa bangko para magbayad. Bayad center po.
Okay.
Sir Al, we have another one that wishes to speak
Live.
through audio from CGO Iligan. CGO Iligan, you are now live.
Good morning po. This is Bebot Barinechea.
Morning, Bebot.
Iligan. Barinechea po.
Yes, good morning.
Bebot Barinechea ng Iligan po.
Go ahead,
Okay,
sir.
Go ahead, sir.
Yung concern ko lang, ma'am, sir, yung sa granted computer loan, wala kaming control if the computer loan was granted already. So, ang problema namin is how to report, magawa ng report na nabigyan siya kasi may cases na na-disapprove yung computer loan niya. Hello?
Sir, naputol po kayo. Sir?
Ma'am?
Sir Bebot? Naputol po kayo, Sir Bebot.
Yes, ma'am. Yung concern lang po namin, yung report ng computer loan, ano namin magawa na wala kaming control kung yung computer loan is na-approve na po?
Because for purposes ng report ninyo po? You mean for purposes ng report?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Kasi direct doon sa ATM ng member kasi.
Sir, ang purpose na you want to know kung granted na o hindi para magkaroon po kayo ng report. Pwede naman po kami sa GSIS branch level. Bigyan po namin kayo ng kopya, extracted copy na ito po sila yung mga nag-grant ng loan. Kasi lahat po ng in-endorse po ng AAO, di po ba manual pa, hindi pa sa AAO website ang approval. Manual endorsement pa po kayo. Pag in-endorse nyo na sa GSIS, kaya nga po, most of our AAOs ngayon, sila po ang nag-i-endorse in batch sa GSIS para alam nila na lahat po ng ini-endorse nila ay sure na nagpa-qualify at meron na silang checklist na ito sila yung mag-grant. In return, pwede po yung checklist na yon, ibalik namin sa inyo certifying na these are the employees who were granted. Kasi pwede mangyari po na nung pinoprocess na namin, i-evaluate, meron pala siyang due undemandable na hindi pala siya mag-grant.
Years.
Oo, yes.
Yes po.
Kaya po magandang practice po yung ibang AAO natin, what they do, lahat po nang nag-a-apply since kayo naman po ang last touch because you endorse it manually, di ba? Manual ang endorsement pa ninyo.
Opo.
Okay.
Opo.
Ginagawan po
Opo.
nila yan ng transmittal, sinasabit nila sa GSIS in batch, and then yung list po na yan, binabalik namin sa AAO with corresponding comment kung sino po yung successfully granted at sino po yung na-disapprove. Yan pong ginagawa ng ibang AAO. In batch po nila at may transmittal list. Ang transmittal list binabalik namin. I guess you can do the same.
Opo. Bale, sasabihin ko na lang po sa Iligan branch na gano'n na lang para ma-inform po kami na AAO na this computer loan was granted and this computer loan
yes, sir.
was disapproved.
Yes, sir. Ibabalik po namin yung transmittal sa inyo para po yan ang basis ninyo to check para din sa report kung ano ang na nabili. I-advise po natin i-advise po ninyo namin yung mga employee na pa-text naman kung ano ang nabili ninyo ng mga na computer or gadgets.
Okay.
Or
Thank you po.
Okay,
sa Iligan, Sir Bot,
yes.
Si Manager Alex to. Nagpapadala rin kami ng mga kung yung mga nag-grant at saka kung ano yung mga deficiencies.
Apo, manager.
Pintayin mo lang siguro yun sa inyo, darating din. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, manager. Thank you.
Okay, let's move on, Ann.
Okay, so ma'am, we have a question from PCIC, Philippine Crop Insurance Corporation, Region 10. Meron na silang employee who availed of MPL and the payment or deduction will start in December 2020. Now they are asking if yung balances niya sa consolidated loan and emergency loan have already been deducted na dun sa naging multi-purpose loan niya.
Di ba yung MPL natin, kino-consolidate lahat po ng loan natin. So yun. So yung tanong niya doon, yes, it has been consolidated. Except lang kasi yung program inaayos pa doon sa emergency loan. Pero kung sa tingin niya, kasi na-deduct yung emergency loan, consolidated, kasama siya sa mako-consolidate. Wala na tayong konsolonal. Lahat na nito MPL, papalitan na po NPL.
So, ito may follow-up question kasi si LGU pangantukan na AAO. Paano yung naka-avail na ng MPL at nakaltas na yung EL? Pwede po ba sila mag-apply ulit ng enhanced MPL?
Yes. Kung nakaltas. Kasi dapat ang natin hindi siya ikakaltas eh.
Yun. Or pwede pa ba sila mag-apply ulit sa emergency loan?
Emergency loan tanong mo, di ba? Yes,
so,
emergency loan ang kinaltas.
MPL na kinaltas CEL. So, apply ka MPL. Ayun. So, pwede sila ulit mag-apply. Pero di lang po sure kung ang program natin hindi sila nakikita na natatag na already availed. But wala pa akong case kasi na nag-apply eh. Yung normally, yung mga iba, mas nagpapasalamat na sila, salamat, wala na akong babayaran sa emergency loan na consolidate na rin. Oo.
Pero may mga iba naman na nag-aantay lang, aantay nila na maayos yung program natin para wala nang deduction ng MPL.
Ito ma'am.
I mean, ng EL pala, EL.
Salamat ma'am. Ma'am, from Provincial Government of Misamis Oriental. Ito, partner natin to si Attorney Jocelyn Lood Mateo. Ayan. May elected or appointed officials avail of the GFAL in the future?
Yes, they're already allowed. It has been recently approved also by the board. Allowed na po sila.
Okay. Iba lang yung scheme, ma'am,
Oo, iba lang yung repayment period ng ating, di ba kanina yung tenure, iba lang yung repayment period nila. Mas mababa sila kasi elective.
So this is really good news kasi parang covered na talaga lahat, ma'am, no?
Oo.
Ito, ma'am, execution ng MOA, by region po ba or isahan na through head office?
Kung national agency sila at nag-execute na ang kanilang national agency, kasama na sila doon.
Yun. So kung national head ay national agency, ma'am, ano?
Oo,
like,
kung regional naman sila, regional level sila at nag-execute na sa region and regional level ang ano nila, hagit na rin ang ating mga nasa provincial.
Kasi I understand, meron tayo, ma'am, recently yung DENR, di ba? National yun, scope.
Oo. Kung mayroon namang mga agencies like mga national line agencies na hindi naman nag-forge ng MOA or yung mga state universities, all they need is an authority to enter into a MOA. Kailangan nilang humingi ng authority to enter into a MOA. Ang provincial head or regional head kung wala ang national agency nag-execute ng MOA.
Naku, ma'am, eto. Kasi sabi mo kanina, ma'am, 7 days, no? 7 days nung computer
7
loan.
working days.
7 days computer loan.
Ano ko lang when it comes to GFAL, GSIS Financial Educational Loan, GSIS Financial Loan 1, 2, and top up, 20 working days ang ating processing time dyan. Pero when it comes to computer loan, MPL, emergency loan, 7 working days ang ating processing time.
Kasi ang question niya, ma'am, is normal lang po ba daw na aabot ng 3 weeks or more yung approval for the said loan?
Anong loan yun?
Computer loan po. That applied for computer loan.
As I was saying earlier, depende pa paano ba siya pinadala. Kailan ba na-receive ng ating GSIS process employee sa atin? Kailan ba natanggap ni GSIS? Kasi baka naman it was sent by mail at matagal natin nakuha sa email dahil nga siguro may network traffic sa pagkadami-daming gumagamit ngayon ng electronic transaction, may network traffic. Kahapon lang, meron tayong pensioner na sabi niya 164 times daw siya nag-email, lahat nagba-bounce back. Yahoo kasi ang ginagamit niya. I cannot just point fingers kung saan ang mali, pero remember na sabi ko nga there's a network between us. So can we check on that particular loan kung sino ang kailan, paano niya final para ma-check natin?
Pwede kong i-sabihin dito, ma'am, where this question came from?
Apo.
Okay, from municipal government of Munay.
Saan yan?
Indao. Under Iligan branch.
Iligan team, kindly look into that and then pa-feedback yung nag-question. Anong nangyari? Bakit umabot ng 3 weeks?
Yun ang sabi dito, ma'am.
Papa-check natin. Iligan team, kindly look into that and before we end the session, tawagan, kunin mo yung number ng nag-question para i-feedback natin siya.
Naima Lindao po. Naima Lindao.
Naima Lindao.
Yes, boss.
Wala kami ganun katagal dito.
Okay.
Maaring disapprove na rin yan or may deficiency lang.
Pwede. Posible.
Kasi pag may deficiency, nag-stop ang running ng time natin. Halimbawa, sinoli, hihinto po yung running of processing time natin. Pag binalik, doon ulit magka-count ang processing time.
Okay. Ito, ma'am, kanina nasagot ko, ma'am, yung regarding sa monitoring ng computer loan, nasagot niyo na po ito. This is Leda Pailden.
Okay.
And then, meron
another question.
Sige, Ms. Case, go ahead.
Yes, we have from RTWPB, Ma'am Walag. You are now live. You can now share to us your question.
Hello, good morning, everyone. I'm Maria
Morning.
The Board Secretary of the RTWPB, the Regional Tripartite Wages and Productivity Board, an attached agency of the Department of Labor and Employment. Ma'am, my question is about yung sa GFAL. So we have one employee here. She availed of the GFAL and made a top-up. Di ba po, ma'am, may top-up po for the remaining balance. However po, ma'am, yung top-up niya, she didn't maximize the remaining balance ng 500,000. So, ngayon ma'am, ang tanong ko, may provision po ba tayo na mag-top up na lang siya for the remaining balance kasi hindi niya na-maximize yung remaining balance. Kung meron po ba tayo? Kasi pagka alam ko, it's only the top up is one time. Pero gusto na rin namin malaman if she can avail of the remaining balance, yung hindi niya na-maximize yung 500,000. Yun lang.
Ma'am, kung nag-top up na po siya, hindi na siya ulit pwede. One time lang po yung top up natin.
Okay. Sige po. So, dapat pala if may ma'am, we need to maximize the remaining.
Maximize na agad.
Yeah.
Opo, dapat i-maximize na agad.
Kasi na-open yung G-file still, so we're thinking if yung hindi naka-top up, they want to maximize the remaining, if pwede pa or
hindi na po. One time lang po. One time lang po.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay lang yun. Mas maliit ang account niya, mas maliit ang babayaran, mas madaling ma-fully paid. May NPL na naman po tayo. Pwede na siya doon mag-avail.
Okay. Noted po, ma'am. And maganda ang GSIS. In fact, ma'am, for us, no, I just want to share with this. We can link our GSIS account to our LBP. So, in time, if mag-loan tayo, naka-link yung account. By the time ma-approve, actually, the approval is within 24 hours, makikita natin na ma-credit na yung account. Kasi yung iba, they need to go physically to the ATM to check if the account has been credited. If meron nakalink tayo sa online, we can check. Ako personally, nakikita ko that the approval is less than 24 hours if it has made na-approve ng AAO before 3 p.m. So, madali lang po makita.
Wow, very good. Thank you for that feedback, ma'am.
So, one time lang po, ma'am, pag-login ko sa aking land bank. Kasi ngayon, ma'am, we have land bank po, yung app nila. Then you can link that account. So, one time login, you can see two accounts. First is for me, the payroll. And the second is the UMID. So, makikita mo doon. And even you can transfer money or funds between your two accounts without charges. So,
wow, thank you, Ma'am Virgil, for sharing that. That's very nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you. Oh, see, ang ganda ng sharing ni Ma'am Virgil.
Correct.
Oo,
Thank you so much.
Kailangan pa, it's about time to be techie. Kaya kailangan techie kayo para to be convenient. Oo, thank you, ma'am. Si ma'am talaga techie siya.
Hindi ako techie.
Oh, sir.
Hindi ako techie, paano yan?
Paturo po kayo kay Ma'am Virgil kasi maganda yung shinare po niya.
And did you know, ma'am, I really appreciate GSIS. Actually, I'm a private practitioner lawyer before, but when I entered government service, that's the thing siguro na parang ayaw ko, okay, I can go into private practice, but the benefits I get from GSIS, the efficiency when it comes to loan application and everything, masasabi ko, siguro pagtyagaan ko na lang I'm here in the government and the salary is now being competitive and with all the benefits coming from GSIS, yun ma'am. One thing talaga na hindi ko pwede i-give up.
Virgil, you're with government now. You're a lawyer.
Yes, sir.
Are you a lawyer?
Yes, I am.
Where are you based? Where are you based?
I'm based in Cagayan de Oro, sir. My position, RTWPB.
What agency are you with?
Regional Tripartite Wages and Productivity Board, one of the attached agencies of the Department of Labor and Employment. Kami po yung agency, sir, na nagsiset ng minimum wage. We are mandated under the law to set the minimum wage in the region. So, yung mga petition for wage increase sa amin po, pinoproseso yon. So, kung may
Attorney Virgil, ang boss mo, si Secretary Bebot, barkada ko talaga. Nagbabiyahe kami sa abroad dati. Nung bata pa kami, magkasama kami.
Yes po, sir.
Sa Europe. So, malakas ako doon. Sige ka. Isumpong ko sa kanya na ikaw pinakamalaki. Pero may mas how long have you been with the Dole? How long have you been?
2016.
Prior to that?
Prior to the private practice po ako, sir, from 2012, I passed the bar in 2012 until 2015. So, I joined the government in 2016.
So I don't want you to say na mahina ang sweldo. May suggestion ako sa'yo. Ang dami kong bakante sa GSIS abogado, kailangan ko, baka gusto mo mag-apply. Kaya lang head office ka.
Sir, nandito na kasi ako. And sir, you mentioned earlier, you were from PNB, right? My husband is from PNB also.
Really?
Yeah. So it's...
I work for PNB. Kaya lang, 5 years lang ako sa Manila yata. Lahat ng assignment ko sa abroad sa Los Angeles, sa Singapore, sa Asia. So, medyo bata pa ako noon. Very, very young.
Yeah.
Pero sali ka na lang sa GSIS. Ang dami kong bakante. Yung asawa mo sa PNB, sa branch?
Sa sir, sa loan department po siya. Sa
Side
loan.
office?
Hindi po sir, dito po sa...
Lipat ka, papalipat ko siya. Alam mo, director ako dyan dati, PNB. Lipat ka side office, tapos ikaw head office. Sige, apply ka. Seryoso ako.
Ayan, mapapirate ang techie.
Yeah.
Kasi gusto ko yung mga techie na, agresibo pa, abogado, tiga Mindanao, saka nag-law sa Cagayan.
Sa Xavier po, sir.
Under Kakidin Ago Almirante.
Kay Din Ago.
Leseo po si Sir, Sir Carlo, si Dean namin, si Dean Rakit. Kilala ko po si Sir Carlo Almirante, we're friends in
Mabait siya, mabait. Pagtulog. Anyway, so if you're serious, I'm serious. You join us. You apply, ha? But I have to say, BPB, I have to excuse myself, BPB, ha? Kasi may meeting pa ako. Nagpirma ako. Dami kong pinirmahan. Ganito karami, oh.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for gracing this event.
Yung mga tanong, ha? Huwag kayo minto, ha? I-address nyo yung mga concerns nila. I have another meeting lang, BPB, ha? Thank you
sir.
to everybody.
Maraming salamat po for gracing our stakeholders. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you,
sir.
Ma'am. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, attorney. Sige. Next question, Al.
Okay, ma'am, we have here from Cagayan de Oro City Water District. Question ko lang po na why until now, di pa po updated ang record ng GSIS. Some of our employees, including myself po, ay di pa na-update ang salary. Even if nag-submit na kami ng notice of salary adjustment. Ito pang reason na ang monthly remittance po namin ay hindi na-reflect ang total amount. Balik po ang excess kasi maliit pa ang salary namin sa record ng GSIS compared sa remittance namin. Nag-notify na po kami sa GSIS but until now, wala pa pong resolution. Thanks po. This is from Mr. Antonio Young from Cagayan de Oro City Water District.
National Office, pa-take note yan. Water District, pa-take note yan, pa-coordinate sa ating membership department. Kindly get the contact number of the one who raised the question para po bigyan sila ng feedback within the day. May membership ba tayo dyan?
I'm present.
Sir Alphon, pakisagot naman yung concern na yon.
Yes, ma'am. We will check on it, ma'am. Pa-email na lang kay Mr. Beran yung request nila so that we can actually check it and ipasisi na lang ako para ma-check on it personally.
And Alphon, kailangan ma-update yan within the day, ha? Please. Magagalit si PGM pag wala lahat ng issues, hindi mo i-address. Please lang, please give them feedback. Okay, thank you. Next.
Water District po yun, ma'am. Okay, thank you. Ma'am, from Gov. Imelda Quibranza de Maporo, if the computer loan intends to address the need for the new normal, our casual employees, just like our permanent employees, equally needs the same. So parang pareho kanina, ma'am, no? We hope lang daw po that in the near future, MPL shall also be granted to our casual employees. Thank you. From the AAO of LGU Lanao del Norte.
That is acknowledged and we recognize the need, yung mga casual natin. Pero syempre alam din naman po natin na pag casual, anytime they can be terminated. So we also have to protect the fund. The intention of our management, the board, much as we would like to accommodate everyone, kaya lang we also have to protect the fund. Marami na po tayong experience na pagdating sa casual po natin. Minsan, mabilis ang turnover kasi ng casual employees natin. But hopefully, sabi nga, kung yung sa GFAL nga, yung ating, pa-off lang yung ibang mic please, sa GFAL nga natin, dati yung wala ang elective at saka yung mga casual na 15 years, pero ngayon, they were already allowed. Who knows, baka before the end of the 6 months period, ma-allow na rin natin yung mga casual. Sa dami po nang nag-a-appeal. We acknowledge that we will raise that matter to our higher ups.
Thank you so much for that, VP. So yun, ito naman ma'am about sa reporting. Format daw po sa reporting ng gadgets purchased out of the computer loan.
Alam ko meron po tayong format na ini-email. Sino yon? Pa-emailan na lang please.
Nakalagay lang po dito, ma'am, is pangalan, Marie Grace Escoto. From Miss Marie Grace Escoto. So,
Mrs. Cotto, kung may number po kayo or email address, pa-share na lang para ma-email ng branch. At saka anong branch, anong agency po kayo. So we can send you kung mayroon mang report. Pero alam ko, last time, na-raise din doon sa Zamboanga, there was a format na pinadala nila.
Meron po, nakita namin sa email yun, ma'am, sinend po sa atin sa mga branches. And all we do is share the agencies po under our coverage. Ito, ma'am,
para
kasi
mapadalhan.
Computer daw po na second hand na bibili, no receipt po. So, ilalagay lang po ba sa report, ma'am, no?
Actually, as I was saying, hindi naman kailangan ng receipt. Report lang na bumili siya. That's good enough. Lilista lang yun na AAO.
Ito, ma'am, pag sasabihin daw ang GFALTO at computer loan, pwede po ba daw?
As long as my paying capacity, no problem.
Very good. Okay. So, loan lang. Basta swap
my
sa...
paying capacity by sa income.
2 years in service na po. This is from LGU Talakag. Pwede na po bang maka-avail ng loan? Ano po pang mga loan services? 2 years po in service, VP. Ano po ba yung pwede niyang i-loan?
Diba, sabi ko kanina, Al, sa mga ginhawa loan programs natin, si computer loan, 3 months contribution lang ang kailangan. Pati si MPL, 3 months lang. Ang kailangan lang naman natin ng 15 years na service ay ang ating GFAL na educational loan. All the rest, 3 months is 3 months. As long as permanent siya, may 3 months of premium, paid premium, okay na yun. Pwede na siya maka-avail.
Came from, from LGU Talakag, Bukidnon.
Wala na bang gusto mag-live? Kasi yung ating mga naka-chat dito na questions, pwede, nakikita ko sinasagot na rin ng ating mga employees na And pwede naman nating isagutin, mag-iwan lang po kayo ng number at saka ng email address. So within the day, ma-address po yan. Yung mga naka-live, meron pa bang gusto mag-live? So we can go on with our program.
Iligan po, ma'am. Pwede po ba mag-live?
Yes, sir, Bebot.
Again, ma'am, yung tungkol sa bagong mga appointed employee, na-appoint sila sometime July and August, maka-avail sila ng computer loan?
Sir, excuse me, pa-off lang yung microphone. Okay, pa-off lang yung ibang microphone, please. Sir Bebot, yung question mo, na-appoint lang sila ng July, August. Permanent po ba? Di ba ang kailangan lang po natin para...
Mali yung appointment po nila is nakalagay permanent pero as per CEC rules, under probation po sila po 6 months.
Probationary for 6 months.
Po yan, so baka
but they are as good as permanent. They are as good as permanent din, sir. 3 months premium payment lang po ang kailangan natin para maka-avail sila ng computer emergency at saka ng ating other loans. Except lang po yung GFAL educational loan.
Opo.
VP, I have one question box.
Sandali lang, Al. As long, Sir Bebot, na meron na sila, enroll na sila sa UMID, at meron na silang meron na silang account, meron na silang card. Kasi wala na po tayong checking ngayon sa loan. Everything is e-crediting.
So what if po, Madam, ma-disapprove ng civil service yung appointment nila?
Well, di ba may AAO po tayo? May ilang level naman po ang ating loan availment. Una, mag-a-apply po siya, i-approve po ng AAO. Kung alam po ninyo sa inyong level na hindi kayo sigurado na ma-approve, pwede yung i-disapprove po muna. Antayin na lang po muna natin na ma-confirm kung hindi kayo sigurado na pwede ma-approve or ma-disapprove ng civil service confirmation. That's part of our memorandum of understanding with AAO because you have to certify that they're a bona fide employee of your agency. Now, kung mayroon po kayong pag-aalinlangan na baka hindi po siya ma-permanente, ay ma-disapprove po siya ma-disapprove ng CSC, baka palipasin po muna natin yung 6 months at antayin na ma-approve po siya ng CSC to make sure. Okay? To be safe po, Sir Bebot.
Ma'am, thank you po, ma'am.
Alright. Sige po.
We have another live inquiry, VP, from Land Bank Iligan.
Go ahead.
Land Bank Iligan.
Yes, ma'am. Land Bank. Yes, sir. Ano ba yun? Lalaki o babae?
AVP Padilla of Land Bank Iligan.
Ma'am Ligaya.
Ma'am Ligaya. Ay, nawala si ma'am.
This is, sandali lang, Akit, yung mga employee natin, division chief, na nandyan, managers, pag nakikita nyo sa chat na may question, pakisagot po ha yung iba.
Ito ma'am, gusto ma'am i-raise yung question na to sa iyo. Does GSIS continue to provide insurance coverage for barangay officials and barangay tanod under our AC?
Sagot na sagot mo yan, Al. Alam kong ikaw makakasagot dyan. Sige, go ahead, Al.
Actually, sa atin, ma'am, we no longer cover, no? But we can provide group personal accident insurance po sa ating mga barangay officials, tanod, barangay officials, barangay workers. Covered po, pwede natin i-cover yung mga officials natin ng barangay under the group personal accident insurance po. Under naman po ito sa General Insurance Fund. Hindi po siya sa Social Insurance Fund for a minimum rate of 0.40 centavos lang po. 0.40 no per 1,000 and then 0.40 per 1,000 pesos yun. Murang-mura talaga yung rate natin sa group personal accident insurance. Pwede po tayo mag-coordinate sa bawat branch kung saan tayo covered, like Iligan for Lanao Norte and Lanao Sur. We have Cagayan de Oro branch for Misamis Oriental and Camiguin provinces and province of Bukidnon under po ng GSIS Malaybalay branch office. VP, ano ko lang share na marami na po kaming natatanggap na mga applications from barangay, mga barangays po na nagpapakover sila ng not just their motor vehicles po, but including their
Chipay? Is that
yes,
Chipay? Oh, that's
yes,
good.
Chipay.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Kasi nga daw po, wala naman silang coverage na insurance for GSIS. Kaya nabuti nila na
member ng GSIS.
Up to 80 years old po ang pwede nating i-cover ng mga barangay officials and barangay workers.
Ayan. Al, may nakikita ko sa chat. Magandang question ito. Ang tanong niya, papaano kung natag as dismissed pero acquitted daw sa kaso? Papaano daw ang gagawin? Two things. One, kung natag na siya as dismissed, depende yun. Nagbayan na ba ng claim? Nag-claim na ba siya o hindi pa? Kung ang membership kung pinag-uusapan natin, set aside muna natin yung claim. Kung natag na siya, pinatag ng AEO o kaya kasi tayo sa membership, pag nakaka-receive tayo ng desisyon, automatic yan na tinatag D ng ating membership department. Pero kung acquitted, ipadala lang po yung final judgment sa ating membership through the AAO din para ma-change tagging from inactive to active or from D to active. Ngayon, pag nabayaran na siya ng claim, halimbawa binayaran ng claim as dismissed, yung 50% lang at refund of premiums, and gusto na niya mag-file ng regular retirement dahil qualified naman ng retirement, may mga reversal lang po kami na gagawin. Just the same, submit the final judgment and then we will reverse whatever claim paid. Hindi na naman niya siya mag-refund, ibabawas na lang natin without interest. We previously received na refund of premium payments and 50% na CSB. Meron tayo existing right now sa Davao niyan na case. Yun po ang pwedeng gawin. Kung hindi pa nakaka-retire, lang po magpapasubmit ng final judgment that you want it changed from D as dismissed to active member. I hope I answered the question. Nakita ko yun sa chat kanina. Interested ako sagutin yun.
Okay, thank you so much for that, VP. Ito ma'am.
Any other who wants ng live question?
Ayun, live. How about live, Miss Kits? Wala pa akong nakikita dito na gusto mag-live.
We will accommodate last 3 live question so we can conclude our program. Last 3 live question and the rest sa chat sasagutin na natin later.
We have live questions.
Yes, sir. Director, good morning.
Good morning po, ma'am. Doon ako interesado sa doon sa loan. Halimbawa sa isang grant loan extended to employees whose appointment later on is disapproved. For example, is there a liability of the personnel office concerned?
Kung yung sinasabi po na 6 months pa lang, 6 months pa lang, hindi pa nagsi 6 months. Kasi yung ating AAO ay they are certifying na bona fide employee sila ng inyong agency. And sila rin ang certify na mayroon siyang sufficient na take-home pay to amortize the loan amortization. Ngayon, kung halimbawa lang po na na-reverse, naka-avail, hindi naman namin hahabulin o pakasuhan kung liability, accountability siguro sir, but hindi naman siguro liability. Para accountability lang, syempre dapat alam mo, kung alam mo na mayroon pa hindi pala sa permanent o mag-question pala ng civil service. Baka mayroon tayong investigation na gagawin. Pero kung wala naman, inosente naman siya at hindi naman talaga sinasadya, and then dahil sabi ni GSIS, okay, 3 months, pwede ng 3 months contribution, pwede na siya maka-avail, lalo na kung computer loan. Kung ano man po yung kung mayroon pa bang mahahabol siguro, yung last salary niya, dapat i-deduct na lang po kung mayroon pa hindi ba naman gaano kalaki ang mag-grant sa kanya. Pag maliit pa po yung term, yung years in service ng isang empleyado, hindi naman malaki ang pwede mag-grant. It's limited din to 1 month na basic monthly kung MPL, yun sa 30,000 sa kayong emergency loan. Maybe ang pag-uusap na lang natin dito kung para lang sigurado sa collection is whatever last salary na payable pa kay member, i-deduct na lang para to make sure na wala na po tayong tanong later. Kasi syempre ang tanong namin, 6 months lang, bakit siya na-dismiss? Alam mo ba na hindi pala masisigurado? Para ako normally, when I was a manager before, I would go to that extent na tatanungin ko ang nag-approve. Alam mo pala na lalabas bakit in-approve. Pero so far, wala pa naman po tayong kinakasuhan sa mga AA, nag-approve na AA o that. Wala pa naman po.
Next question, ma'am, because most of those perhaps who avail these loans are perhaps non-teaching personnel. We from the Mindanao State University, we have both teaching and non-teaching. For non-teaching personnel, for example, irrespective of their status of appointment, will they be allowed to avail these loans?
Irrespective of their status, ano yun, non-teaching, sir?
Teaching po. Sa teaching.
Ano po yung status nila?
Halimbawa, irrespective of their status.
Huwag naman sana yung substitute lang.
Permanent probationary. No, we do not have substitute. These are permanent. Sometimes there are also probationary because they were not tested by the commission, for example. Will they be allowed to avail this loan?
MPL, sir, yes. Sa ating ibang loan, permanent po ang requirement natin. Ang provisionary natin sa State University, di po ba, ang alam ko pag provisionary, they are good as permanent also. Ang
provisionary is only good for 6 months, siguro, by the commission. Then after which, upon proven the capacity of the concerned employee, then naging permanent.
Opo. Yun po, ang pwede po sila ma-avail si MPL, pwede sila maka-avail doon. Pero yung ating computer loan was the latest po, permanent, require natin na permanent po ang position. I mean, ang appointment nila.
Tanong lang po, ma'am, doon sa permanent tenure, halimbawa, ang gina-consider lang ng system ay...
Director, naputol po kayo. Director? Naputol po kayo.
Doon po, ma'am, sa what is this, permanent tenure. Halimbawa, anong kino-consider ng commission doon sa permanent tenure, yung permanent tenure na attested by the Civil Service Commission or yung permanent tenure na approved by the Board of Regents, for example, of a certain institution. Pareho lang ba sila yan, ma'am, or magkaiba?
For us, sir, kasi as long as nasa still in the government service, na sinusumusweldo pa rin po siya at may premium contribution pa po siya, we consider that. But kasi sa MPL natin, example, meron po tayong pagkakaiba. Pag may tenure ka, may pagkakaiba doon sa repayment period pag meron kang per tenure. Yung sa no tenure, we give the maximum na repayment period. Pero kung may tenure, halimbawa yung mga elective official or yung mga appointed office official na mayroon sila hanggang dito lang, nalilimit yung ating term of loan. Yun po yun lang po ang pagkakaiba sa with tenure at saka without tenure. Nililimit
Maraming salamat po, ma'am.
po natin yung term. Siguro up to the time na mag-end yung tenure na mafu-fully paid din niya yung kanyang loan. Okay, Director, thank you so much for that question and for attending our stakeholders.
Okay.
Another live question?
Miss Kids, may magla-live pa po ba?
Is Ma'am ABP Ligaya Padilla already around, Ma'am? You requested for a live question. Ma'am Ligaya of LBP Iligan.
Vilma, good morning po. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Good morning, ma'am. Yes, we can hear you. Wala pa lang po video.
Ito po, ma'am.
Ayan.
Now,
I can see you na, Ma'am Ligaya.
Good morning po, everyone. Ma'am Vilma and everyone at the GSIS and all those who attended this virtual meeting right now. Ma'am, I'm so happy that we're given a chance to talk to you for just quite a while. And then, ma'am, ang question ko lang po, when was the Bayanihang to Recover's one loan moratorium was effected in our payroll, ma'am? Because benchmarking my old payroll, parang wala kasi siyang nabago. Ewan ko lang po ha, baka may ano po din ako doon. So, what are the particulars that this will be? Hello?
Ma'am AVP, nawawala po kayo. You're asking of the Bayanihan Act na moratorium 1 or 2?
Second po, the borrow, the Bayanihan to Recover is 1 po. Kasi the first was the Bayanihan to Heal. That's the bahon. I'm referring to the second po, which is the borrow.
November, December po tayo nag-grant ng moratorium. Meaning to say, for the month of November and December, hindi po kailangan na mag-remit ng mga agencies o bawasan ang mga empleyado ng kanilang mga loan deductions, loan payments. Dapat premium lang po ang ibabawas sa inyo at yun lang ang i-remit sa GSIS for the month of November and December. So ang effect nun, ang mga loan po natin ay extended lang po ng another 2 months. 2 months.
Yeah, opo. So another po, ma'am, do we have a facility, for example, yung housing? Is it also eligible if we're about to avail of a condominium unit, tapos i-channel po naman ang financing sa GSIS, ma'am?
Right now, wala po tayong financing for a housing. Pero kung maglo-loan po kayo ng MPL at gagamitin niyo po yun sa condominium, bibili niyo po, pwede naman kasi multi-purpose loan naman yan. But right now, wala po tayong financing per se para sa housing.
Okay. Is there a chance that would be restored, ma'am? Maibalik po yung ating facility na yun. Kasi dyan na po, ma'am, makulit, ma'am, ha?
Oo. Nandiyan pa ba si Trusty Ago? Baka isa sa policy policy matter na to. Nandiyan pa ba si Trusty? Baka masasagot yan ni Trusty.
Thank you po, ma'am. Kasi yung mga anak namin, we wanted them to study, of course, in the MCR po. So gusto sana namin na maka-avail ng unit doon para doon magagamit po nila. That's why I'm asking the GSIS po about this facility. Thank you po.
Oo. Who knows? Narinig naman po kayo ngayon ng ating mga executives. Andyan din si Trusty Ago pa rin. All those PGM already left, but I guess he has still representative there. Andyan pa si EVP. Who knows? Magkaroon ng future direction na ganyan. Sa ngayon po, wala pa po. Pero sige lang, let's be hopeful. Sabi nga nila, let's just be hopeful, AVP. Thank you for the question. Okay, last live question na po tayo. You're welcome. And thank you, AVP, for attending our stakeholders. It's nice to, kahit virtual lang po, nakasama tayo. Last live question, and then we'll go to nasa chat na. Live question?
Miss Kids, meron po ba tayong gusto mag-live? Wala akong na. So far? Wala na? Okay.
Okay. Kung wala na tayong nagla-live, meron pa ba? Last call. Kung wala na po tayong magla-live ng question, lahat po ng nasa chat question, that will be down extracted. Please indicate your contact number and email address. So o bibigyan po namin kayo ng feedback within the day. And of course, meron pa tayong isang executive na gusto namin makita at marinig today. Kit?
All right, everyone. Thank you to all who have participated with our Q&A session. I'm sure we have learned a lot today, and we hope that what you have learned today will be shared with your colleagues as well. At this point, we have now reached the end of today's program. To formally close our stakeholders dialogue today, I give this time to the Jason Board of GS.
Screen ko?
VP? Wait lang. All right, moving on. May I give this time to the Jason Bourne of GSIS. He's also a summa cum laude, a CPA, a lawyer, a man of action who rose from the ranks, a Zamboangueño, true blue gentleman. Please welcome the Senior Vice President for the Visayas Mindanao Operations, Attorney Jason C. Peng.
Salamat. Good morning, everybody. First of all, I'd just like to thank Trustee Attorney Carlo Antonio B. Almirante for making this event possible. I'd also like to thank EVP Nora M. Malubay, VP Vilma, and all the executives and employees of GSIS who have coordinated and assisted today to make this event successful. And most of all, I'm so very happy to see so many participants from our agencies and offices under the coverage of our Cagayan de Oro, Malaybalay, and Iligan branches. It's such a pleasure to have events like this, especially since we have this COVID pandemic and it's making everything difficult. So the more I appreciate that we are able to conduct an event like this despite the pandemic, nakakahanap tayo ng paraan. Rest assured that whatever was discussed today, lahat po ng tanong, and more importantly, lahat po ng mga suggestions at mga punto na narinig namin at nakita sa chat will all be noted. The essence of having a dialogue like this is for us to get inputs also, and these inputs are invaluable for GSIS to move forward and improve on its services and be more responsive to the needs of its stakeholders. So rest assured po sa lahat ng nag-comment at nagbigay ng inputs, salamat po, and rest assured we will look into them and see what we can do. So again, thank you very much sa lahat. It's been, I think it's been a very productive session. So we hope na in the future we'll have more events like this where we can talk and get information across, both to and from GSIS. So again, I hope na this event has been very fruitful for everyone. Salamat at magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Thank you.
Thank you so much, SVP Jason. GSIS CEO, Iligan, and Malaybalay branch offices wish to thank Trustee Carlo Antonio Almirante and PGM Rolando L. Macasay for their meaningful participation in today's dialogue. Our gratitude also to EVP Nora Malubay, SVP Jason Teng, and VP Vilma Fuentes for their untiring effort and valuable guidance provided for the success of this stakeholders dialogue. And most of all, to all of you, to all our agency heads, AAOs, ERF handlers, pensioners, our partners in government service, we are thankful to all of you for investing your time with us. On behalf of the entire GSIS family, daghang salamat, and we hope to see you and meet you in person in the near future. In the meantime, let us all stay safe and healthy. A Merry Christmas and a pandemic-free New Year. God bless you all.
Thank you everyone for coming. And again, team, please, lahat ng question na nasa chat, kindly address them within the day. Monitor and cascade to all branches, Angela. Thank you, stakeholders.
Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations.
Thank you, EVP. Thank you,
Congratulations.
VP Nora, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, VP Nora.
Thank you for your presence.
PGM. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
SVP,
PGM.
SVP.
Thank you,
Jason,
SVP.
thank you.
Jason.
Si Ma'am Vilma, ang ganda. Maski anong angle.
Parang ano dito eh.
The star of all seasons.
Star for all
Si EVP Nora, of course.
Nora niyan.
Akala ko kanina si EVP Nora stressed masyado. Sabi ko, you
Hindi,
look
ang
great.
ganda-ganda. Ang ganda-ganda ni EVP Nora.
Thank you sa mga
Superstar yan,
managers,
superstar.
branch
Si Ma'am Nora,
managers,
superstar.
Welcome. Thank you din po.
Sa mga head of
EVP.
agencies natin, maraming salamat for attending our session today. We will really bless that you invested time with us today.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Alex. Thank you.
Manager Alex,
Bye-bye.
Manager
Bye.
Ellie, and everybody. Bye-bye.
Group.